These are views from Saturday, and here's the Tupelo supply area. A lot of good options there. And then this is the gunning pairs competition. So they're just laying out all the birds, getting them ready for the competition before the judges get on the barge, and a lot of decoys out there to judge. Saturday was a little more windy day, so rougher waters and real challenge for some of the flotation. And this guy was watching the competition with interest. I think he thought there was food in the area, so he's going to stay close. So today's views are going to, again, I'll try to cover more of the competition entries. Some of the ribbons have been awarded, and I'll try to get pictures of those for those of you that can't make the show and maybe want to catch a glimpse of your decoy and how it did, or carving. So we'll head inside. This is World Interpretive Wood Sculpture, and these have been judged. This is a world category, but the awards for the world categories will be awarded tonight starting at 6 p.m. So the judging has been done, but no one knows who won, and that really adds to the anticipation. So there'll be a large gathering at 6 p.m. tonight in the convention center, and we'll all hear together who won first, second, and third in each of the world categories. It's an exciting time. I like the interpretive category because there are very few rules, and it's good to see the creativity associated with this category. You're interpreting wildfowl and portraying them in a unique and fresh new way. That skimmer looks pretty striking, the way it's portrayed there. So you're going to see all different types of interpretations, very few rules, a lot of stylistic approaches, and a ton of creativity. Some beautiful work there. Let's move over. These are some of the winners in the novice decorative category and decorative miniatures. This is the decorative smoothie waterfowl division. Some of the entries there. This is where painting is really encouraged. And these are not judged in the tank, they're judged on the table. Some beautiful work here. This is a fun youth category, silhouettes, ages 11 and under. So it's really encouraging to see 11 and under entries. A lot of good work here by the kids. This is the youth gunning decoy category. Always working to try to get more entries in the youth category, but some real creative work here. Okay, I'm just going to take a stroll through the novice area here. This is interpretive. And I apologize, I don't have all of the categories, or I'm afraid if I try to mention them, I'll get them incorrect. There's some miniature carvings here, some waterfowl, various wildfowl. I think these are full-size novice decorative birds, songbirds. It's a little bit difficult to follow the signage here, so again, I may be getting some things wrong, but these are obviously waterfowl. And it seems like a combination of miniature and life size, so I won't try to explain that. I'll just walk through the tables, give you a good view of the entries. I think that was one of the entries, one of the winning entries there, that green-winged teal. More waterfowl. Not a lot of commentary here. I'll just let you watch as I walk through the tables. This is the decorative smoothie waterfowl, Lemon Steve Ward. Not a lot of entries in this category this year. This is the bench division, which is kind of an all other division, so you'll see a lot of different combinations of waterfowl carvings here. And some shorebirds. This is novice bench division. The ribbons have been put on many of these categories, so you can take a look. This is the palm frond division. And I was very fortunate to win best of category in the palm frond division this year. That's second best. This was my entry, not this one, but the flying hooded hen merganser made out of a palm frond. Very fortunate to win. Third best in that category, and a few other entries there. This is the Lemon Steve Ward single gunner category, and this was after the judging was done, so I was able to get some shots of birds with ribbons, this time in the single gunner division. Nice pair of gadwalls there. This gunning division, the paint needs to be simplistic. The Decoys need to be made very durable, no undercutting of feathers, severe undercutting that might create a fragile area on the bird. Meant to be true gunning decoys that you would throw out and hunt over. The ringnecks. Nice group of ruddies. Scaup. Some scoters. The coots. And geese. Swan and this confidence decoy. This is the best of show bird, this great wood duck drake, second best of show there, and third best of show, the ringneck. This is Masters, decorative life size. That's the winning bird. I'll come back to that bird and we'll get a better view of it. Some beautiful miniatures here in the Masters category. I'll try to get a closer look here at some of this workmanship. Some interpretive pieces in the Masters category. I'm trying to walk slow enough that you can see the carvings, but I can't spend all day doing this either, so I apologize if it's a little bit of a blur. There's a lot to see and take in. Some more amazing miniatures there, decorative miniature carvings. You have to kind of navigate through traffic because people are looking at and appreciating the carvings as they should be. There's a little better view of the other side of that little teal. This is contemporary antique division, so these are birds, new birds, they're made to look antique. Kind of a neat category to see these contemporary carvings that are carved to look like old-time decoys in the shorebird area here. Quite a few entries in this category. And some of the winning birds there. First, second, third best. This is decorative life-size floating waterfowl. These are the best in show birds. That was the best in show hen mallard. And then I'll just walk down this table and show you some of the other entries in that category. The canvas backs. Loons and grebes and a brant. So a lot of nice work. This is advanced level interpretive wood sculpture. There's Pam Wilson. This looks like the winning 3 birds in that category, or sculptures. Intermediate decorative life-size floating waterfowl. And some decorative birds there. That's the winning bird. The barrows. And again, I don't have time to pause and explain every category. I know I'm passing a lot of birds here, but the video would have to be day long to really do a full explanation of all of these categories. What are the different rules for each categories, and I'm not going to try to attempt that. Hopefully you catch sight of your bird on the table at the World Carving Championships. Some nice loons there. Intermediate decorative life-size waterfowl. Just a quick shot of Jim Hahn and the James Company. He was there with a lot of great supplies. Some of the other decorative carvings. Some miniatures. There's some other carvings. I'm not sure about the category here the gator is in. Great looking owls. Decorative miniature. Beautiful composition. This is more interpretive wood carving. That's the wrong sign. This is not the Gunning Paris champion. This is the contemporary decoy champion category. And I had 3 different entries in this category. That's my scaup, that's my bird, and I did a green-winged teal drake. Unfortunately didn't place, but that's competition for you. Here's some of the birds in the contemporary decoy category. This is not a fully decorative bird. It's kind of a smoothie. Needs to be strong construction, more similar to a working decoy, but more paint is allowed in the contemporary decoy category. Here's a sculpture category, other than wood. And I can't tell you what some of these are made from. There are definitely some bronzes in here. A lot of artistry in these pieces. Beautiful. I always look forward to seeing these pieces as well as the wood carvings. Here's another supplier, MDI Woodcarver Supply. It was at the show to get the things you need, and just a quick scan of the convention center floor as Saturday was rolling out. This is some of the judging, and the judging is done in these tanks in some of the categories inside. Here's a feather category, and that's a beautiful pintail feather. So these are made from wood, carved from wood and painted to look like a real feather. A cool category. Some more of the suppliers at the show. Just a walkthrough of that area. There's Wildfowl Carving Magazine and Caitlin. This is the Lemon Steve Ward Shorebird category. I'm not sure the judging was complete when I did this walkthrough. Some of the areas have ribbons on them, some don't, and so many of these were still being judged, I believe. So it may not be a complete picture of the ribbons that were awarded, is my only caution there. Some of the best at show birds there. These are obviously first, second, third best in their category. And there's decorative life-size wildfowl, Division F, the first, second, and third best at show. Some beautiful work. This is advanced decorative life-size wildfowl. Some miniature birds, decorative. This is the other side of that table, so we can see these birds a little better from this side. This is advanced decorative miniature waterfowl. It's Pete Palumbo, a living legend. And here are some best of show birds in this category. Some more miniature decorative carvings. Now we're going to switch gears and go back outside and look at some of the judging of the gunning pairs competition. These are gunning decoys that are paired up. And it definitely had gotten choppier. Here you can see they're picking up the decoys. The judging has been done. It's all over for that category. The gunning pairs winners. This was the gunning pairs champion category. Fewer entries. But great competition in this area. Those are my pair of black ducks out there, cork black ducks. And it was fun to get to see them operate in this rough water. It's kind of an unusual chop out there, but they rode the chop pretty well, and I think that really helped my black ducks. There's one entry there that's upside down. It did not self-right. And that's part of the rule, as it needs to do this. This is Al Jordan doing a demo on the show floor. A good crowd watching him. Al Jordan demo. I was thrilled to come back inside and see that I had won the gunning pairs champion category. Those are John Jones widgeon, and then Tom Mattis won third with a pair of canvas blue geese. All beautiful birds. Here's the Lim and Steve decorative smoothie shorebirds and wading birds category. And first, second, and third there. Hopefully I'm not duplicating some of these, but if you've seen them before, I tried to circle back after all of the judging was done and make sure I got shots with ribbons on the birds after the judging had been completed. Here's some of the winning birds. Beautiful work. This is the miniature category, and these are all in a display case, so I won't be able to get the best shots here, but this is after the judging is done. There are a lot of entries in this category, which is really encouraging, and I'm going to try to show each entry. But you can see some highly skilled work on a miniature scale. I really enjoy looking at these miniature birds in this category. And they put them in this case just to keep them secure, frankly. There are a lot of people that view the carvings at the show and this make sure that they stay there. All right, I think that's a wrap on the floor today. This is just a very brief video of a piece of the awards ceremony on Saturday where the world champions were announced, first, second, and third, to close the day.
And first in the world, Timothy Long.